The coast here is more rugged. This is what it looks like. La Palma, El Hierro, La Gomera, and I've prepared a northern Spain road trip for you. I'm Camilla, I make travel and geography related videos, and currently I'm on a 3-week travel. I will tell you more about it later. I will keep posting, zooming in on videos, but I'm not as active when it comes to responding to your messages or your comments. But in 2 weeks I'll be back. Okay, hoy vamos a España. Sí, España, un país maravilloso, con paisajes naturales fantásticas y con una lengua que me gusta mucho. Yeah, I've been to Spain many times and I've lived there for a half year in Valencia to study biology. I just love Spain. I'm not an expert on Spain, so if you're watching this video and you hear me saying something wrong, please let me know in the comment section so that this video will be as correct as possible. I'm trying to find as accurate information as possible, and this is the best I can. Now let's zoom in. Spain lies in southwestern Europe, mostly lying on the Iberian Peninsula. And I say mostly because Spain has exclave in Africa, Ceuta, Melilla, and Peñón de Vélez de la Gomera, making Spain the only European country to have a physical border with an African country, Morocco. Spain borders Portugal to the west, France to the north, and don't forget Andorra also to the north. To the south, Spain also borders Gibraltar, a British overseas territory. Spain borders the Mediterranean Sea, the Alboran Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Bay of Biscay. Many places to go for a swim, in other words. Popular places to go for a swim in Spain are to be found in Spain's two main archipelagos, the Balearic Islands, where you can find Mallorca, Menorca, and Ibiza, and the Canary Islands off the coast of Africa, La Palma, El Hierro, La Gomera, Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura, and Lanzarote. In addition, Spain claims some other small islands that I've never heard of before, like these 3 islands. The Alhucemas Islands, really close to the Moroccan coast. These 3 islands, the Islas Chafarinas, also just off the coast of Morocco, and these 2 islands in the middle of the Alboran Sea. When we just consider Spain's mainland, the northernmost point lies here, close to Oporto de Bares. The westernmost point lies here, called Far de Cap de Creus, where you can enjoy a drink. The southernmost point lies on Isla Tarifa, which is also the southernmost point of continental Europe, and the easternmost point lies here. Spain is the world's 51st largest country, just bigger than Turkmenistan and just smaller than Thailand. With 47 million people, Spain comes on number 30 in population, making the population density about 93 people per square kilometer, and comes on number 89. In 1960, life expectancy was 69 years. And in 2019, it has increased to 83.6 years, meaning the Spaniards are among the people in the world that can expect to live the longest. But where do these long-living Spaniards live? The capital and largest city is Madrid. Other big cities are Barcelona and Valencia. The official language in Spain is Spanish, or Castellano, a name used to distinguish from the other languages spoken in Spain, like Catalan and Gallego, which are similar to Spanish, and Euskera, a language that doesn't sound like Spanish at all. Spain in Spanish is España. The origins of the name Spain are uncertain, but a hypothesis is that the Iberian word Hispanis means city of the Western world. Yeah, that makes sense. Now we'll zoom in on the capital, Madrid. Here we have Madrid, with other towns lying around. It's a pretty big urban area. Here we have the Palacio Real de Madrid, Museo Nacional del Prado, Real Jardín Botánico. There is so much to see in Madrid. It's a real fun city to visit. I think we're just gonna dive right in. I'm just gonna pick this place. And this looks like a really nice restaurant. I immediately think about Spanish food, which is amazing, of course. Okay, they have free Wi-Fi. I like the plants they have. And this is the streets. There's Bangkok. Ooh, chocolateria. Well, they sell chocolate there. Restaurante. Yeah, I definitely like Spanish food. People are enjoying their day in Madrid. And here is parking. And it looks like there are free parking spots here. I'm gonna try going to this park to see some green parts of the city. Yep, here's the park. We have many people enjoying the park. I'm guessing both tourists and locals. Lots of big green trees that offers shadow, because Madrid is a really hot place to visit in summer. See, they're going for a boat ride in the water. That looks fun. Are they some parasols against the sun? Yeah. Oh, that's a real big statue. So many details. Even more boats. In my opinion, one of the most fun things to do when you're traveling is just walking around and looking. And this is a perfect spot for that. You can just walk here, do some people watching, listen to the birds, listen to people talking. There's a typical Spanish pigeon. Someone is selling something here, I think. Landscapes! See, this is what I love about Spain. Big elevation differences. Let's talk about the lowlands first. They're found along the coastline, especially in the east and south, with long beaches. This is just south of Valencia. The northern coast forms narrow strips between the sea and the coastal mountains. Here we can find green forests. The coast here is more rugged. This is what it looks like. There are two other main lowlands in Spain, the Ebro Valley here in the north and the flat, fertile plain of the Guadalquivir River. You can see the valley gets wider and wider along the river's course, reaching its widest point at the Golfo de Cádiz. Let's rise in elevation. Spain has a central plateau called the Meseta. The average altitude is about 670 meters and covers most of Castilla y León, Castilla-La Mancha, and Madrid. I just love the colors here in Castilla-La Mancha, so beautiful. Spain has 6 mountain ranges or complexes. First, the Pyrenees bordering France and Andorra, the Cordillera Cantábrica in the very north with snow-covered peaks. We have the Sistema Ibérico, the mountains to the west from Zaragoza. We have the Sistema Central, a wall between Madrid and Salamanca. And in the south, we have the Sistema Penibético, with the tallest mountain of homeland Spain, the Mulhacén, at 3,478 meters. Now we cannot forget about Spain's archipelagos. The Balearic Islands have sharp limestone coastlines, fertile plains and mountains. Mallorca's tallest mountain is Puigmajor at 1,445 meters. Now let's move on to the Canary Islands, which are volcanic. The terrain is rugged and mountainous. Look, this little island, Alegranza, has very little vegetation. The tallest mountain of the Canary Islands and of all of Spain is El Teide, 3,718 meters or 12,198 feet. This is an active volcano and measured from the ocean floor, it is the world's 4th tallest volcano. I did not know that. Rivers. The longest river in Spain is the Tagus, or Tajo in Spanish. It originates in the Sierra de Albarracín, east in Spain, then flows westwards, enters Portugal here, and empties out into the Atlantic Ocean. At Lisbon, here I saw the river myself last summer when I was in Lisbon. The longest river that lies entirely within Spain is the Ebro. It originates in the north, in the Cordillera Cantábrica. Here it says Nacimiento del Río Ebro, birth of the Ebro River. It flows in a rather straight southeastern line through Zaragoza and flows out at this little peninsula and into the Mediterranean Sea. Lakes. One of the largest natural lakes in Spain is Lago de Sanabria. It is the largest glacial lake in Iberian Peninsula, meaning that a glacier once eroded the land here, melted and left a hole, making room for this lake. The lake has sandy beaches and there is paddle boats and canoe rentals and lies in Sanabria Lake National Park. Another lake, a whole other kind of lake, is the Laguna Salada de Torrevieja. It's a lagoon and it's pink. Doesn't this just look amazing? At least migratory birds think so, and flamingos. The water looks pink because of the algae and bacteria that live here. Let's do random street view. Okay, we can basically go anywhere in Spain. But actually I want to see the African part of Spain. The land that Spain claims in Africa. I want to try there. Oh wow, that looks like a cute little town. Let's take a look. We have some green trees. This looks like a church. Big ball in front of it. I mean, this looks like Spain because of the yellow buildings, but I still get an African vibe. I'm not really sure why I'm getting that. Maybe you guys know. Does that car have a Spanish license? Yes, it does. I wonder how it got there. Well, there are many boats going from Spain to Morocco. Huh. This is called Acropolis. Cool. This looks like a really interesting town to visit because I hardly know anything about this place. Okay, where else should we go? Yeah, I want to be random, so I'm just gonna pick a place. Boom! There. Where have we landed? Hotel Restaurante Moya with 3 stars. What is happening here? There's a parking lot. The sun is shining today. Gas station. Lots of trucks. This looks like a resting stop along the road, so people can stay here and rest. I want to try one last place in the inland close to Portugal. Let's see what that looks like. Wow, this is just a lot of fun about random street view. One time you're landing on a parking lot and another time you're landing on top of a boat in a lake with lots of mountains surrounding it. There are lots of people enjoying the views. More people, but look at those mountains. Wow. Boat looks a little crowded, but they seem like they have a lot of fun. See, so this is what it looks like inland when you get closer to Portugal. Big lake, lots of bushes, rocks, mountains. Alright, thank you Google Earth for showing us this. Opposite side time. I put my ruler in the capital city Madrid, move it for 20,000 kilometers around the globe, and against all odds we actually hit land. That doesn't happen often. We're in New Zealand, close to Waihee Falls. Time for travel suggestions. This time Daniel Rubio helped me out for the travel suggestions. He gave many good and beautiful destinations for Spain, and I've picked out a few. And I've prepared a northern Spain road trip for you. You can arrive Spain by car if you're traveling from Europe, or land at the airport in Madrid. From there, enjoy a 3.5-hour drive to experience the Spanish road and nature to get to our first stop, the Bardenas Reales. They lie in northeast Spain and they are badlands. It is a semi-desert with these amazing looking rock formations. The soil is made of clay, chalk, and limestone, so it is not that hard and is relatively easy to shape or erode. It has been eroded by wind and water and look absolutely stunning. I love this kind of landscape. Badlands are also to be found in South Dakota, United States. Let's move on in direction north to the Salto del Nervión. We are in a valley looking up at a peak with the highest single drop waterfall in Spain at 222 meters. And just look at how steep this is. This waterfall is super impressive, and when you come here, you can use the hiking paths like this one to overlook the valley. From here, in less than a 2-hour drive, move further north to the town Zumaya. Go to the beach and you'll see this. Wow, those rocks. Impressive. There's also a nice beach where you can relax, and wow, look at that tall mountain. Just look at those stripes. Just imagine sitting here and watching the sunset. It doesn't look comfortable sitting here, but that's okay. I like the stripes. Okay, we're now driving west to Las Médulas. I hope you're not sick of funny looking rocks yet, because here are even more. I want to describe this as a green forested area with orange rocks. Doesn't this make you happy just looking at it? This used to be a historic gold mining site. There are trails to get closer to the rocks, there is shadow so you don't get too hot, and here is even a cave. Spain has it all. Snow-covered mountains, glacier lakes, pink lakes, a semi-desert with amazing looking rocks, and a land border with Morocco. These were some geographical facts on Spain. Next time we're gonna go back to Africa, to South Sudan, and we're zooming out. Thank you for watching, guys.